If you want to feel more connected to your mind and body, then join me for this 20-minute full body yoga flow. No props are required, just you and your yoga mat. So whenever you are ready, let's go ahead and get started. Take a seat in any way that feels comfortable for you today. So cross-legged, you could be kneeling, whatever works for your body today. You can just start by closing your eyes, and we'll start with just a few deep breaths to center ourselves. Taking a few moments to just remind yourself why you got on the mat today. You can keep your eyes closed, or you can gently blink them open. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. If this feels good, you could stay here, or you could also walk the right fingertips out to the side, deepening the stretch a little bit. Back through to center. We'll switch sides, right ear, right shoulder, either staying here or walking the left fingertips out to the side. And coming back through to center, we will take a seated version of cat and cow with cactus arms. So cactus arms will be bent at a 90-degree angle. So go ahead and inhale, pull your shoulder blades back like you're pinching a pencil in your back. Looking up, inhale and exhale. Elbows come together, round the back. This is your seated cat pose. Reverse this motion, inhale and exhale. Inhale in and exhale. Take one more round, inhale and exhale. And now keep your elbows bent at a 90-degree angle. Bring your left arm under the right, either binding once or binding twice. Tilt your head down towards your elbows. Move your hands away from you for your eagle arms. And release, open that up. And we'll take it to the other side. This time, right arm under the left, either binding once or twice. Drop the head, arms move away from you, hands move away from you. And really feel your shoulder blades pulling apart from one another. And let that go. Fingertips can come back behind you, pointing forward. Lift your chest up towards the sky, chin up towards the sky. And exhale. Release. Come to tabletop pose. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Bring your right foot in between your hands, pressing your hips down, your low lunge. You can be up on fingertips here. If you have blocks nearby, you can place this under your hands as well. You could also make a fist. Just find whatever works best for you. Now adding a little bit of a twist, right hand to right knee, twisting out towards the right. You can look over that right shoulder. And you could stay here, or option to add a quad stretch. So reach your right arm behind, grabbing a hold of that left foot. And you want to bring the foot in towards you rather than lifting your hips up towards the foot. So keep the hips low. And just bring that foot in as much as you can. You don't have to go too deep here. And slowly let that go. Straighten out through the right foot, the right leg for your half splits. Keeping your back flat just for a breath or so. And then exhale, point the toe, round forward, bending over that right leg. And bring that leg back, come through tabletop before switching sides. This time left foot steps through. Feeling the low lunge. Finding whatever hand placement works best for you. Sometimes this can be different from side to side. And then we'll add our twist. Left hand comes to left knee, twisting over towards the left. Look over your left shoulder if that feels good to you today. And if you did on the other side and you want to do it again here, add your quad stretch. This time left leg reaches back behind towards your right foot, keeping your hips low. And make sure here that that left knee isn't going out too much towards the left. You want to keep it pretty much in line with your toes, everything pointing forward. And slowly release. Straighten out your left leg. Start with a flat back, just starting to bend forward. And go ahead and point the left toes and bend over that left leg. Coming back through to tabletop, we will take puppy pose. So puppy pose, keep your hips above your knees, just walking the hands out. And you could either keep this active by keeping your elbows straight and lifted off the mat. If you want this to be a little bit more passive or just a little bit more gentle, you could also lower the elbows down. Another variation that could feel good is to bend at the elbows, palms come toward the back of your neck, stretching in through the triceps a little bit. And your chin does not have to touch the mat or your forehead, just as long as you're feeling that stretch through the shoulders and the upper back. If your elbows were bent, go ahead and re-extend. Bring your hips down towards the mat, coming into your sphinx pose. Belly button is going to be lifted off the mat. And the more in your elbows are, the more intensely you'll feel this. So if this feels like pinching or kind of painful in your lower back, you could also bring your elbows out just a little bit more. Just being mindful of how this feels in your body. Take one more big breath in and out, lowering all the way down. Press yourself up. We are going to head into our first downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back. So first downward dog of the day. Hamstrings might still be tight, so you can go ahead and pedal out the feet, bending one leg, straightening the other. Now find some stillness, really pushing your hips up and back. Your heels do not need to be on the ground, so definitely still keep that bend. Go ahead and lift your right leg up towards the sky. Keep it straight and squared.
And then if you want to take this a little further, get into the hamstrings more, or your hips more, go ahead and bend that right leg. Straighten it one more time and bring it back down. Pedal out the feet. Next, we will take that on the left side, so find some stillness. Lifting the left toes up towards the sky. And if you did on the other side, bend that leg, stretching out through the hip flexor. Straighten that out, come back to your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Lift your right toes up again, this time step it through. Right foot between your hands, coming up to your high lunge. And notice how this feels in your back. If you need to bend through your left leg a little bit to keep your back from swaying too much, just find what works for your body today. Open up into Warrior Two. Back foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Deep bend in that right leg. Cartwheel the hands down, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Pedal up the feet. This time, left toes point up towards the sky. Step it through. Arms come up overhead for your high lunge. Warrior Two. This time you have a deep bend in your left leg. Right toes are parallel to the short edge of the mat. And find some stillness here. And cartwheel the hands down, stepping back to your downward facing dog. Just noticing if there's a little bit more space in the hamstrings. Drop down to your knees, toes apart, toes together, knees apart, coming to your child's pose. Walking the hands out. And just as we did in puppy pose, your elbows can be down on the mat. If you want to feel this a little bit more intensely, you can come up onto your fingertips, elbows lifted. You'll feel this a little bit deeper in your back this way. Walking the hands in. We will move into your butterfly fold. So heels come together, knees fall out away from each other. And you could play around with how close you bring your heels in towards you. If you bring them in a little bit more, you may feel this more in the hips. If you bring them out, a little bit gentler on your hips. And start with a flat back. Start to fold forward, and you may notice you don't go super far with the flat back. And next, go ahead and fold, round the back as much as you need. Head comes down towards your feet. So starting to wind down our practice a little bit. And forward folds can be really soothing for our nervous system. So if you've been feeling anxious or just a little overwhelmed, forward folds can be a great way to just kind of calm that anxiety a little bit. Starting to walk your hands back in. We'll go ahead and lie down on our backs. Keep your left leg out long. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. Give it a big squeeze. Maybe rock it from side to side. And carry this over into a twist. Over towards the left side, keeping both shoulders down on the mat. Right arm is extended out. You could also look over towards that right hand. Curl that right arm back in, releasing your twist. Give that right leg another squeeze. And switching sides, this time your right leg is long. Bring that left knee in towards your chest, rocking from side to side a little bit. And exhale, carry this over into a twist. Left arm is out towards the side, looking over that left shoulder if that feels good. You want to keep both shoulders on the mat, in contact with the mat, so your knee does not necessarily have to come down to touch. It can absolutely be hovering a little bit. And coming back through to center, give it one last squeeze. And we'll move into Savasana, but go ahead and take any pose that feels comfortable to you. I'm going to take a happy baby here. Maybe you could do full wind pose, bringing both knees in towards the chest and giving them a squeeze. If you're in happy baby, you can find some stillness or rock side to side. And letting that go, we will just take a short Shavasana. So just knees bent, falling in towards each other, extended out long. And take a moment to just reflect on why you got on the mat today. And just noticing how you feel physically and mentally as opposed to when you first began your practice today. One more big breath in and out. Go ahead and extend your legs long. Arms can come up overhead, stretching out. So if you're just waking up in the morning, I like to point and flex through my toes. Find a fetal position on either side before pushing yourself up to seated. And you can keep your eyes closed or open, whatever works for you. Hands come together to touch. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this short yoga flow. I hope you feel really good and really connected to your mind and your body. I will see you on the mat again very soon. Thank you.